Yeah, but also beef jerky. What do you think? Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Brian's Jerky Journey. This is going to be episode 39, part 2 of the beef jerky review of Riley's beef jerky. Right over here. We reviewed the first 4 of 7 in episode 38, and this episode will be reviewing the final 3. So, just want to let you know that you're speaking to the scruffy, quarantined guy who loves to eat burgers and fries, especially now that he's cooped in, because he can't go out to do his swim, hosting the place to be. Notorious Ryan G. Yeah, so it's middle of the week here. We're in week 3 of our quarantine. Kind of got off to a bad note. On a personal level, I actually was notified Monday morning that I was laid off from my job, which honestly was really surprising, given how much I do there. Unfortunate, but definitely there's a lot of hesitation and anger on really the kind of higher ups who aren't even really part of the company's job, where they kind of looked at my role and title and technically the classification of it as non-essential, which really wasn't the case. So so I'm here. I have all my equipment here. They're hoping that when this all settles over and we get back to work, get back in the office, that I'll get recalled back. But fingers crossed. Can only hope, can't expect. So I'm just doing what I can to stay busy in the meantime. I do some consulting on the side, so I still have my client there that I've been working with for 7 years, whose business actually is thriving despite what's going on right now. Which is funny because what she sells is basically a home and garden product. So more people are staying home. They're saying now it's like 85% of the country is staying home. So people who usually buy her product for spring planting are probably buying more of it because they have more time now at home to do it. So she's actually doing very well. So I have that fortunately going on for me. It's very minimal. Hopefully with the unemployment, I can stay afloat doing that, and especially kind of helping be the homeschool professor dad, as I like to call it, with my kids. So it's been very busy this week just getting on top of that. A lot of people, I've kind of told some people about it. I'm going to just keep it up and stay busy as long as I can. I actually bought my home gym. I'm trying to set up my home gym this week. Trying to set up my home gym. Monday when I got the news, I got it in my downstairs family room, which is where it's going to be, and it was just cluttered. And we'd been talking for weeks about decluttering it, and I just took my frustrations on it and decluttered it. So that area is cleared out and set up. I ordered a weight bench. That was supposed to be coming today, but now it's being delayed to early next week. And after many weeks of trying, I'd found some bumper plates from adjustable barbells that I have, and I was able to buy the weights I needed to do the basis of my free weight workout plan. And I have a trio trainer, which does an elliptical, recumbent bike and stationary bike together as well. So yoga mat, battle ropes. I got the works. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks I'll have the bench, I'll have the weights, I got a crowbar to use those weights. We should be good to go. So, and then again, like I said, just kind of keeping busy with them, with the schoolwork, kind of staying in touch with people currently at my old job, should they need me for any advice in terms of things they need, things that I'm doing that they're doing that they need help with. I actually have my machine, my laptop with them still. They said hang on to it. They're not planning on getting rid of or sending any of my stuff back to me. They're that hopeful that I'll be called back when it's all said and done. So in the meantime, I'm just going to try to do what I can to help out here. And one of the things I definitely wanted to keep doing, seeing that I have more time to do it, are more of these reviews. So, and just a quick update in terms of what I have going on. So did the first part, as you know, in episode 38. Got this for 39, finishing that part. Episode 40, I'm actually already in process with a couple of friends of mine doing additional Wicked Cuts brands. And then I have easily another 5 episodes lined up of other products that I'm going to be trying during that time. So I can keep myself busy during that time. And I think my ultimate goal now, I originally wanted to get to episode 100 to actually create my own beef jerky, But I think I'm going to see if I can get up to episode 50 to do that. Or maybe I'll do something a little smaller scale at episode 50. Maybe I'll start with turkey instead of beef. And then work my way up to beef at 100. So stay tuned for that. So let's dig into the second part of Riley's Beef Jerky. As I mentioned in the prior episode, it's a very beautiful package. All the products laid out, all the nutritional content broken out on the box, as well as on each individual product. We started left to right, so episode 38 we did Hawaiian sweet and spicy peppered and teriyaki. So for this episode we're going to do the original Jalapeno and Cajun. So let's dig into the original beef jerky from Riley's. It's best to be eaten by July 29th of this year. It's stated right there. I'll reread the information, but it was similar to the product insert I got in the box, as well as for the most part in the back of the bag. But just saying again, family-owned and operated business since 1980. They cut the jerky by hand from the leanest beef available. It takes a little more time, it's a little tougher to make this way, but it gives the jerky a taste and texture that is superior to nearly all other jerky. They're proud of the fact and hope that the extra effort is apparent to consumers like you. Riley's jerky is a little bit tougher to make, maybe a little bit tougher to eat, but it's worth the effort. So let's dig in. It's a 1 ounce serving size, 2.7 ounce serving in this container. 90 calories with 1.5 grams of total fat, half a gram of saturated fat, but no trans fats. 20 milligrams of cholesterol with 830 milligrams of sodium, 6 grams of carbs, no dietary fiber or total sugars, and 19 grams of protein. So let's dig into the original tenderness, texture, initial scent of the original beef jerky from Riley's. Nice little tear part at the top. Again, so with the original, you're never going to really smell anything that lends to have a uniqueness of flavor. The original is original. It is smoky. It is meaty. Like with the first 4 very thick pieces. Very dry in nature, but doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. There's a lot of effort that I have to put into actually tearing this. And actually cannot even tear it at this point. I'm going to give it a 3 for tenderness and texture. Scent and smell, again, with the original, it's not going to really have, there you go, maybe rip it now, but again, a lot of effort. And I haven't worked out in over 3 weeks now, so I'm feeling a little weaker, and actually found Jennings, going back to the subject, I actually found a private gym, a 24-hour private gym that caps its membership at 5 people, no more than 5 people in the gym at a time, so they can actually stay open despite stay-at-home orders. And I saw the facility on Saturday. It's very small. It's very, I saw the outside of the facility, but seeing the pictures of the inside, it's very small, basic. It's almost kind of like an expanded home gym. But it's cheaper than what I'm paying right now. And at the time, it was located central to where I lived and where I worked. So it's 15 minutes each from home and work. So I liked that, and it was going to be $20 less a month compared to what I was paying before. And unfortunately, he got back to me Monday morning, like probably an hour after I got the layoff notice, saying that there was a membership opening, and I had to tell him that I had to hold off for now. So it was tough. But yeah. So again, scent and smell. Just a very meaty scent. Look at that. This is very dry right here. We're in April right now, so 3 months out from the Best Buy date. I don't know what to make of that. But yeah, very dry, very meaty smell. Can't really think of how best to put it. I'm gonna give it a 3 as well for scent and smell, and let's see how it chews and tastes. It's very dry and very chewy. They weren't lying. But again, it's a good road trip jerky. My best friend's actually making the move from the greater Salt Lake City, Utah area down to the Atlanta suburbs. So he's going to be driving for 3 days. I'll probably tell him to get some of this. That'll keep him busy for a while as he's on the road. So Gary, if you're watching, Riley's, I'll send you the link later on. Again, it's got a nice taste to it, but it's very, very chewy. I'm going to actually give it a 4 for chewiness and taste, because it's very chewy, which is good. And it tastes good, but it's not anything that's like, wow, you know. But it's good. Good roast beef jerky. Probably one of the better roast beef jerkies I've tried. All right, next one. Next one is jalapeno. Oh boy. Again, 2.7 ounce package. Best eaten by July 23rd of this year. 80 calories, gram of fat, total fat. No saturated trans fats. 20 milligrams of cholesterol, 960 milligrams of sodium. Only 1 gram total carbs. No dietary fiber with a gram of sugar and 18 grams of protein. All right, let's dig into the jalapeno. And then its texture, initial scent. Oh, my cat Or's gonna join us in a second. You'll see his tail in a minute. Again, I'm going right into the scent and smell. My apologies. Couldn't really get anything, a hint of the flavor, just from the initial scent. But again, just like with the other ones, very thick, very dry. 3, then it's texture, initial scent. Scent and smell. Again, it's got a very meaty smell. The big trend I'm seeing nowadays are jerkies that are calling themselves infused. But it's not anything necessarily that you can smell, that you can get the scent on initial smell. It's more of what you'll taste as you're chewing it. And that's kind of what I'm getting right now with the jalapeno. I'm not smelling anything that's going to be spicy. So this is kind of what I like to call like a trick jerky, where you might just give it to someone thinking it's mild and it's not. I don't know if it's mild or not. For the most part, most hots I take very well. And I've mentioned this in prior episodes. I take most hots very well, like Carolina Killer and ghost peppers and stuff like that. But if you give me a jerky that's got wasabi in it, that kicks my ass. So give it a 3 as well for scent and smell. And see how it chews and tastes.
Different way. Different way.
So, there you go. Tasting a little sweeter. And I thought the gram of sugar probably is where that comes from. So, again, it's chewy like the other ones. As it chews, as it's broken down enough, and like your natural saliva in your mouth, it helps you, chew and digest your food. When that saliva hits it, you really start to get that hit, that heat of the jalapeno. So I like that. This is probably going to be the jerky of choice thus far from a road trip perspective, because this stuff takes a while to chew. So if you're in the middle of doing something, and it's actually good if you're doing stuff around the house. Quarantine special, Riley's Beef Jerky. If they're still open for filling orders, give them a shout out. Because if you're doing work around your house because you're stuck in your house, in my case right now, the weather's been kind of crummy. It's been very minimal days where it's been nice out, and so we might have a nice day here and there. So nobody's necessarily doing stuff outside yet. They just want to go out and enjoy the day, like socially distanced, of course. But if you're doing work around the house, it'd be something good to snack on while you're doing it. So, and this one's got a nice little crunch to it. I'm gonna give it a 4. All right, let's finish it out with Cajun. Okay, so that's to be eaten by July 23rd of this year. Let me just make sure.
I need that to get my health back.
1 ounce serving size, 2.7 serving ounce. 90 calories, gram and a half of total fat. Half a gram of saturated fat, no trans fats. 20 milligrams of cholesterol with 680 milligrams of sodium. This says here 0.3 grams of carbs, but let's just assume it's 3 grams. No dietary fiber, sugars, and 19 grams of protein. All right, let's dig into, and then it's texture, initial scent of the Cajun. Oh yeah, so this one right here, and you can already see it, I'm already smelling a hint of heat. And that's because of the brown flakes, if you can see that right here. So this one, as dry as it already is already drier, but it's actually easier to pull. Maybe that just lends because it's the size that I picked. And actually, one thing I noticed as I was eating the rest of the prior packages, I was getting pieces like this that were really good. So yeah. So this, it's still dry, but it tears apart a little easier, nicely thick. I'm gonna give it a 4 for tenderness, texture, and initial scent. I really liked what I initially smelled from it. Let's see how its scent and smell is. Again, you can tell the Cajun, you get that southern heat, you know, bordering on Mexican, spicy. I like that. You can get a hint of that here. You kind of know that once it goes in, you're gonna probably expect the heat, but I like the smell as well. So I'm gonna give it a 4 as well for scent and smell. And let's see how it chews and tastes. Again, just like with the prior one, like the jalapeno. Very chewy, but once you break it down enough and you get the saliva in there mixing, you start to feel the heat of the Cajun. I really like that. Again, these are going to take a while, and this one actually, I'm already feeling a little bit of heat there, and I actually don't have a drink on me, so I'm going to finish this episode, or pause this episode a second to get something to drink. That was good. That was very good. I got my drink here. I don't know if you guys tried this yet. Coke Energy. I drink the Zero. I have the regular Coke Energy Zero. They have a cherry Coke Energy Zero as well. Very good. Really, the only times that I'm heading outside my house right now is to go to the supermarket. And even then, that's hopefully to get the kind of the basic essentials, because we do use a delivery service with our primary grocery store. But those, for obvious reasons, are filling up quickly to the point where you really have to struggle to find one spot that normally goes out to the end of the 2-week window. And so we weren't having groceries delivered until Saturday. And today's Thursday, and it was Tuesday, and we were running low on stuff, so I had to run out. And the supermarket near my house, like I said, I mentioned this in prior reviews, but I just went in looking to get certain things with other things in the back of my mind. If I see it, I get it. And I think Tuesdays are like the best days of the week to go. I feel like everything was mostly stocked up. I went like 90 minutes before they closed, so I beat the rush. There wasn't a lot of people there, so I optimized my social distance, and I was able to get a bunch of stuff. I actually saw somebody left basically a 12-pack of paper towels in an empty aisle. Looked around, didn't see anybody there, and you know, paper towels and TP are basically like a necessity now, are like gold commodities. So I got it, and we were running. I was only able to get like, I think I had like 2 or 3 rolls left, but I had to buy them. So I saw it, and I was just like, wow, I gotta grab it. And then the other thing I got was I used Dawn foam for my dishes. And they sell a refill pack. Couldn't find them anywhere. Those are like hotcakes as well. And basically I bought a big tube of Dawn liquid just to start using because I ran out of foam. And I found a Dawn foam, again, spare, sitting in an empty aisle. I grabbed that. And then I bought a bunch of this. I like to stock up. Given what's going on right now, I'd like to stock up my stuff for a week. So it's a mix of this and then Red Bull Zero, which they had a bunch of as well. So I got that as well. So yeah, so that's my drink to offset this. Oh. Yeah. This is good. I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna give it a 5 on Chewiness and taste of the Cajun from Riley's. And that'll do it for the 7-part review of Riley's beef jerky that took place in episodes 38 and 39. If you like this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel to watch past videos, as well as stay tuned to be in the know, should you want to, for future upcoming episodes. And then you can look at the description line down below to see my other social media channels, where you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and then see me on the IG. So that'll do it for episode 39. Stay tuned within the coming weeks for episode 40, which will be the panel review, 4-part panel review of the Wicked Cuts additional brands outside of the 3 that we reviewed for episode 20. We have a new person in the group that we had taste the Carolina Killer during this part, and then we're going to taste some of the other jerky beef stuff, as well as some of the bacon stuff. Bacon stuff was really good from what we had. But just kind of a quick heads up, the first part of episode 40 we done the 4-panel review. Not necessarily, I think it was done through WebEx. Recorded us visually, but we couldn't get any audio. So I took kind of some snapshots of the products that we reviewed during that time. And then I think we're going to just utilize a Zoom video conference or something else along those lines. Do a trial run to see, make sure we can hear, I can hear what we're seeing. And then just do another one of that as well. So I'm probably going to be doing that in the next couple of days. And just kind of staying busy during these unsettling times. So if you guys, if any of you have lost your job like I have, my heart goes out to you. I know that in 1 week, the number of unemployed people literally jumped from 3.3 million to 6.6 million, biggest ever. They said the most jobs lost in this one, the biggest jump in unemployment claims since 2010. But definitely the most people who have ever applied since the Great Depression back in the late 20s. So, yeah, trying times, but stay safe in the meantime. Keep yourself socially distanced, stay home if whenever, however possible, and just put this COVID-19 pandemic to bed. So that'll do it for episode 39. You can watch this episode. You can like my channel here. You can watch prior episodes here. But in the meantime, that'll do it for episode 39 of Brian's Jerky Journey. Stay tuned for episode 40 and the upcoming episodes. And I hope you enjoyed this journey with me. And you'll join me in the next one. And last but certainly not least, be excellent to each other. Thanks, guys.
Brian's Jerky Journey is through. If you don't like jerky, go screw.